Hey guys, this is Nick with Chestnut Hills Farmstead. You're wondering, why is Nick doing another video already? Where is Zoe? Well, I assure you, she's here and she's wide open. She's actually getting goats moved. We're making them another pasture. But I've got something else that I want to talk to you about today. So stick around with me, and I think I'll make a pretty good point for you in how to do some things to help jumpstart your farm. So I've got the question before about how to accomplish things on your farm. And I've read a lot of books from Joel Salatin, and he hits on some of those points about being in cooperation with your neighbors. That's my point today, is being a good neighbor. Now, y'all have seen already that we're leasing a piece of land and a barn from a neighbor that actually adjoins our property. We have a good relationship with that neighbor. We've helped each other out in the past. And today I'm helping another neighbor. He's got a small garden area and he doesn't have a tiller. He does have a very nice tractor and some equipment, but he doesn't have a tiller because it's a small garden that he plants. And on our way out yesterday, he just stopped, and he stopped me as I drove by, and he said, "Hey, would you mind running your tiller over this?" Why would I not help out that neighbor that we have that relationship with? He has come over here on his lunch break and pulled Zoe out when she got stuck in a wet area of the pasture. And they keep an eye on this. Y'all know that we don't live on the farm. So they kind of help keep an eye out, as well as our other neighbor that we're leasing the property and barn from. The whole point is be a good neighbor and swap out those services that you can help each other with. This is an unused portion of our pasture. And you can see these grain mixes that are planted here, and how green and lush it is in between there. Of course, I've got a road through the middle of it, but that's just the way the farm is laid out. And we've shown you in the past the effects of having our birds on areas that made it lush. Well, this is a little bit different situation. This is something we haven't used yet. Now, we have had goats graze on part of this to clear out some thick brush. You know that we've got the donkeys behind us that come up kind of to the edge of this area. But I want to show you what this looked like before. This portion of the pasture, now this is right up to next to the edge of the road. This whole portion of the pasture looked like this. It was this upper side, it's rocky and sandy. And we have not gotten birds up here on it yet. We had not dressed it with any mulch or compost or anything like that. We had not done any manure spreading. And that's what this looked like. Now it looks like that part and this on the other side. So how did we transform this pasture without doing any work to it? Well, guys, that's an answer from another question I've gotten. Would you or have you let anyone hunt your farm? You know that I don't hunt my farm. We take pictures, but this is a little bit different. My neighbor wanted an area to plant a dove field. I had an area of pasture that I wasn't using. I told him, go ahead, plant that upper end. You can use that upper gate. We have a road through there, but you're welcome to plant both sides of it if you want to. So he and some friends came in. They did all the work. They bush hogged it. They dished it, come in and planted it. I had zero investment in it. He let me know what times they were going to be in here so I wouldn't be driving through while they were here, which didn't turn out to be any kind of issue. And the guys were so appreciative of having a place to hunt that not only did they improve my property, the group that was here took up a collection and actually handed Zoe and I a handful of cash while we were processing chickens. We're on the other end of the farm. We can barely even see them up here. They're not bothering us. We're not bothering them. And we got our pasture improved. I think that's the best deal in farming. The only stipulation was, hey, I don't want to find any shotgun shell holes or any trash. I have yet, and we've done this 3 seasons so far, I have yet to find any trash that they left behind. So if you have a neighbor that is willing to help you out and you help them, and they're taking care of your property, as someone you know, then yeah, my advice would be, if you've got an area that you can allow someone else to use and there is an advantage to it, I don't see an issue with it. So on the subject of being a good neighbor, you know, the guy that I'm talking about, his home is almost directly across from my lower gate. We share the creek. He's on the other side of the road from my property where the creek comes through. His kids fish and play in the creek on his side. So it is truly a close neighbor. Well, those relationships that you build continue all the time. It's not just about a dove field. I've been out here cutting my pasture and he didn't have anything going on. And I'm at the bottom and I look up and he and his little boy are in the cab of that tractor and I see it running around up here and they're helping me cut. That's actually taking my cutting time in half. It's just about appreciating your neighbors and being a good neighbor. Yes, he was able to use it as a dove field, but during the summer, there was nothing going on. He had already made his investment. He didn't owe me anything else. But being a good neighbor, he came up and was helping me cut because it's a large area to cut. I'm grazing some of it now, but there was about 18 acres here to cut, 6 foot at a time. That takes a while. And if you've got things that you're trying to accomplish on your farm and maybe you just don't have the equipment, you swap out what you have the ability to do and help each other out. I've got a tiller. He doesn't have one. I'm going to go down there and get this done. I have no question if he had something I needed that I would be able to use that, borrow it, get him to do it, whatever. So especially in a farm, guys, there are 3 farms on this road alone. This is a short dirt road between 2 paved main traffic areas. And just on this road, there are 3 relatively large farms. You're going to have things that you can swap out with your neighbors to accomplish what you're wanting to get done without having to make all your capital investments up front. Just be smart about it. Be a good neighbor. Make those relationships, and you'll help each other out. Not to mention, it's a good excuse for me to spend some time on the tractor, which is my favorite part. So let's run down here, get this tilled for him. We'll get it smoothed up. Shouldn't take but just a few minutes, and then we'll come back and help Zoe move some goats.
So we've taken the goats out, and we have got them loaded in the livestock trailer. But we also have taken the goats out of the bird pen, which would be Daisy and her babies, Jack and Jill, and then Belle and Noelle and the 3 babies, Jane, Jasper, and Jersey. And we are integrating them in with the other goats now. They're big enough. I think everything will be great. And so let me show you guys where we are and what we're doing. So as you can see, the goats have cleared this out very, very well. We can see all the way down to the other side. And there's nothing left for them to browse on. So it is time. And what we're actually planning to do is move them where the pigs used to be. Nick's gonna drive the tractor and I'm gonna load up fence. You're gonna drive the tractor and I'm gonna load up the fence.
I'm gonna drive it.
Yeah, I can't load and drive.
Well, I was thinking start doing fence.
Oh, well. So some of you may be familiar with where we're putting these goats. It is where the pigs were when we had our first farrowing. If you remember, it was back September, October. We had put bales of hay out and everything for them to have babies in, and none of them did. So it has greened back up, and we're gonna let the goats get in this little area now and eat it away some before we start clearing it. So this is where the pigs were, and if you've been with us, you remember the big round bales of hay were right here, and they never used them. It's greening back up. Nick's already stretching out fence. And so we're going to just close some of this in and give the goats some new places to eat. Holly, are you going to stay with the goats now? Holly, are you the goat dog?
I think she is.
You think she is?
Hi, are you the goat dog? She said yes.
She said yes. Okay. All right, Daddy.
She
So we
said,
got the fence up across the front.
Mom, she said, oh, yes.
She said what?
She said, yes, I'm the goat dog.
Oh my goodness.
I guess, how are you
The best way to figure out our distance is going to be to connect to this corner and go down that road. When we find a good spot to turn in, we'll turn it in there. It's not going to be the whole section. The fence, because we're only putting up 2 more sections. We're going to go down, find a good spot to turn in, and we'll go ahead and start coming across the woods. We'll connect there, and we have playroom here.
Right,
At
where
the
they can
end
have
where
some
we
open
can take
ground.
up any slack if we got extra.
Okay. So we're going to go on back over here where we first started, and then we'll head down that tractor road. All right, we got the front stretch. Now we're going to go in the woods here, and we're going to try and figure out where we want to bring our other pieces of fence in and connect over to the other side, how much room we want to give them. So let's go check on that now. Oh goodness. Everybody's getting riled up in there. Are y'all okay? Everybody good? Yeah, everybody's okay. Everybody's okay. We're almost done. You're not done, Daisy. We're almost done, okay? Come down. Fast up below. All right, you ready to let them out, Rat? You gonna let them out?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. He's gonna do it.
Yeah, sure. Stand right there. Don't let them buy you.
All right.
Come on.
Tell him.
Y'all been wanting to get out. Get out.
Tell
No,
him,
Daisy.
Of course,
Did you
Daisy.
hear the part where I said don't let them get by you?
She'll go.
Come on, Daisy.
Of course, Daisy got out. That's why Daisy don't go in the pen.
Come on, babies. Come on, baby.
Go get Daisy.
Come on.
I'll help Daddy.
Come on.
Come on, Daisy.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Go. Y'all ready, Johnny? Come on, Johnny. Come on.
Ooh,
Come on.
Johnny. Come on, Daisy. Look at all them goats.
Yeah, Daisy, you're the only one that didn't put it up.
Oh, but they want you, Mama.
Daisy, you're the only one that didn't do right.
Daisy, they want you. Your babies need you. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Mama's got to come to you.
There we go. Go, Daisy, go. Go,
Daisy,
Daisy,
don't
go.
go back in the trailer. Go. Go. Knucklehead.
Uh-oh. Yay, all the
Don't go on the
goats.
fence, please.
Where are you going, Jack? See, you got Jasper and Jane and Jersey, and they have not been out in wide grass or wide open fencing like this. Everybody's just having a good time. Jingle, what you doing down there? Excuse me. Excuse me. Time to put some power on it.
Are we going home?
Look at everybody enjoying.
Are we done?
We're almost done, buddy. We got to get their food and water set up. Look at everybody enjoying it. Jingle said, yummy. Yummy from Jingle. All right, you guys see how it looks now, because it won't be long. This will be 8 down just like the other was. Hey, girls. Well, 1 girls, 2 girls. What you doing, Sweet Pea? You filling up their water? You're doing a great job. Yes, we're almost done. Keep going. You're doing great, okay? I'm going to go get their feed. Okay. Well, goats are moved. Do you feel like we got anything accomplished?
Got a good bit accomplished.
We did. We got to move finally to somewhere that we've been wanting to put them, and we haven't put them. We thought it was going to be a little more difficult, I guess.
Well, thankfully, we didn't have to build a road through here because the pigs had been in here and they had cleared it out pretty well. We just had to find a track. But, you know, a lot of people question whether it's worth it to use this net in the woods, and I think you question it sometimes too. But for the speed of the move and the cost of fencing, to be able to move them through areas to clean up, yes, I'd say it's worth it.
Well, they're going to do a good job at it. They're already well at it now. All right, guys, we hope you enjoyed moving the goats with us, and we're going to wrap us up, and then we're going to check back in on the incubator when we get home.
Thanks for watching Chestnut Farmstead. Bye. Like and subscribe.